How you doing today, folks? Welcome to this video for MWO Online. I've been asking myself, how can we make faction play more interesting without trying to change balance or the maps or the game mode altogether in some other way? And I think the answer here is actually just on the galaxy map. You wouldn't even have to change the battles or any of that. Now, it looks like we have a possible 4 planets being attacked, a maximum of 4 planets being attacked at any one time by both sides. There's 4 hot zones in the IS territory and 4 in Clan. I think we need to just get rid of that and open up all planets that are on border regions to attack. Now, you'd have to ask, okay, how are you going to attack then? Well, I don't think you would do this. It wouldn't be chosen directly through the battles the way it currently is. I think you'd play the battles, probably don't even specify a specific planet, it could be anywhere, but in the battles you would earn points. Now the points probably using match score based on your performance. And then those amount of points you could assign to any planet on a border region that is possible to be attacked or to attack, just depending on whether you want to use your points to defend or attack. Now, opening up that many worlds along the border, that might be a little chaotic, although in my personal opinion I think it would be very interesting. It would require a lot of coordination, and it would test your coordinating ability of each side greatly to effectively hold or gain territory. Now, as a first iteration of that, I think that would basically be it. Now, ideally, I think you could go into more detail and maybe have different assets, like different types of mechs, vehicles, and things, and use that points for specific types of vehicles. And, I mean, ideally, all of these planets would have certain terrain attributed to them that would give bonuses to certain vehicles, mechs, and stuff, and would make choosing equipment and things more interesting. But that's a little more complicated. And considering the difficulty that PGI seems to have in implementing things, I think you would probably want to go with the simplest, at least to start with. And I think what I laid out, that would, I think that would make it much more interesting to me. I don't enjoy the faction play battles that much, and I don't think there's a whole lot of people that do. I mean, that's what I've always heard, is that faction play is a realm of a fairly small group of people that really enjoy it. So adding something like this might add a layer that people find more interesting, and it would give people more of a reason to go through the faction play battles. And currently, like, let's say if your unit ends up with the most points on any given planet, then I think that unit should get their tag put on. Now, that would basically ensure every contested planet, somebody would get a tag and somebody would be earning points. Now, in addition to MC, you might give the ability to earn extra, let's call them combat points, that you can assign to other planets. For every, I don't know, per hour or whatever it is. I'm not exactly sure how the MC is assigned. That's per combat phase, but for combat points that I'm talking about, probably add up a few, like every hour or something like that. And I think that's basically all you'd have to do to make faction play vastly more interesting and engaging. And, I mean, as I said, yeah, it sounds a lot more complicated. Now, this, you may or may not like that, but my understanding of the original BattleTech game, what this was, 'cause was, kind of based off of, more or less, with that BattleTech was a very kind of devil in the details kind of game, and I think this might bring it a little closer to that. People might like that more, but now that's something probably need a lot more some feedback on if people want it closer to that. But I certainly think it's a worthwhile idea to consider. Well, thanks for watching, folks.